Tailored by Debbie, and today I'm going to show you how to make a solid wood tiered tray. What we're going to need is one of these 9-inch traditional furniture legs, and I got this at Lowe's, and I don't remember what I paid for it, but I know it was under $10, and it is solid wood, and it's going to come with a screw already in it. And what you'll need to do is, of course, just take off your tag. And then what I did, I have these pliers that have this center section with those little notches. I'm just going to put that right there, okay? And then you're just going to turn it until it comes out. And it doesn't take very long for that to come out. You just keep turning it, and then it'll come out like this, and you'll just have a hole in the bottom so that it'll be flat on your surface, okay? All right, so next I got these two pieces at the Dollar Tree. I have a Dollar Tree Plus store, and they have these round trays that have nice edges on it, and then these flat wood rounds that I guess are intended to be used to hang up because they have these screws on the back. And what we're going to do is take just a teeny tiny Phillips head screwdriver. I'm using like an eyeglass one, and we're going to remove these tiny little screws. I have gloves on because we're going to be staining here in just a minute, and I went ahead and put my gloves on. I'm going to go ahead and take these out. Just take those screws out, and this is going to be on the bottom of our tray, so it's not even going to matter. Okay. Teeny tiny little screws. Just take them out and then remove the little hanger, and you can save that for another project. Do the same thing on this side. I often wear gloves when I stain in my workshop because I do not have a sink up here. It's in a bonus room above my garage where my workshop is. So I like to use gloves to protect my hands. And I also have baby wipes available to wipe my hands off. And I like to use baby wipes to stain wood with. Now these have already been lightly sanded. And I'm going to take a baby wipe, and we're going to stain it today using Waverly Antique Chalk. It's not chalk paint, it's Waverly Antique water-based wax. Okay, shake it up. And this is the antique wax. They also have a clear wax, but I like to use the antique wax like a stain. Okay, so I'm just going to need one baby wipe, and I fold it in half, and then just kind of stick a couple fingers underneath it like that. Dip it into the wax, and then we're going to rub it on like a stain. And it ends up having just a beautiful finish. And you can use more. And it ended up coming off my finger, so now I'm just going to hold it. But the main thing is just to take the wax and rub it on. I like to rub it in the direction of the wood grain, as you can see here, for the final wipe, for sure. Okay. Now if you want it darker, you can let this dry and then put on a second coat. Now I'm just going to go ahead and stain all of my wood pieces. I'm going to speed up the video, and I'll be right back. have everything stained, and the next thing we're going to do is just take a measuring tape, which I've already done, and find the center on each of our pieces. And I also stained it's about a 4.5 by 4.5 inch square. That's the thin wood. I got these at the Dollar Tree. They come in a package of, I believe, 5 in a package. And what we're going to do with that is the bottom of this one is not quite as thick as this one. So when it's the thin wood about this thick, I like to add something underneath just to give it more support. So we will be putting some wood glue, gluing this together, and once we have our holes drilled, and we'll be drilling holes through. What I like to do for that, I have my Ryobi drill here, and I like to use a drill bit that's just a little bit smaller in diameter than the screws, and these screws are just about 3 inches long, and I want them long so that they'll go down into our centerpiece here. And I've already drilled the hole in the center of this using the same drill bit. When I'm drilling through these, I like to put them upside down, and I'm going to go ahead and drill through this one. Okay. On your drill, when you have your drill sitting like this, if the drill is turning to the left, that means it's going to come out of the wood. So you want to make sure that your drill bit is turning to your right, and then you know it will drill a hole through your wood. So just hold the drill steady and get it on our mark here, and we're going to drill a hole. Just make sure I get it centered there. Drill a hole, and it doesn't take much to go through that. Then you reverse the drill and pull it back out. Now I'm going to drill holes in the rest of the wood. I'll speed up the video and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, then the last thing we need to do after we've drilled our holes is screw our screws in. Y'all, all we need to do next is add some little feet to it. Okay, for the feet, I'm just going to use some of these square beads that I have. They're finished, so they're going to kind of coordinate very well with our tiered tray. I'm going to turn it upside down. And now where we took the picture hangers off, that would be a good place to put 2 of them, so that only, 2 holes are going to be showing here on the back. And then we're just going to place 2 over here. I'm going to use some Aleene's tacky glue, which is good for all different types of surfaces, including wood. Now you don't have to put feet on it if you don't want to. It can just sit. It can just sit, on this flat base. But I want to add just a little bit of more character to it. And what I'm going to do is take my wood bead. I like the Aleene's tacky glue because it dries clear. I'm just going to dip my bead into that, and y'all, it's going to have a little bit of glue that comes around it, and that's okay. All right, it'll dry clear. On this side, and then one more over in that other corner. And we're going to be done with our tiered tray. And here's our finished tray. I'd like to thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate you being here. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to my channel, click the bell, and leave me a comment to let me know what you think. Thanks, y'all.